yourself for musical genius. Oh no.
Exon really enjoyed that. She was mesmerised. Literally, like, wow.
See? Anyone who went to a UK school, we know what this is.
You all know what this is.
The good old recorder.
Memories.
You like it? You want to learn? I'll teach you. Don't teach her. No.
Welcome to a special bonus Getting to Know Us episode of Pulling an All-Nighter podcast. Pulling an All-Nighter is all about life, parenting, having a career, surviving on very little sleep, current affairs, and we do really good product reviews. Whether you are pulling an all-nighter, on your way home from work, or just doing stuff around the house and need some company, we are the podcast for you. Each episode is brought to you from our home, sometimes our front room, bed, home office, kitchen table, anywhere with a clean surface. Special guests always include our little babies, the occasional toddler, running in, friends, parents, families, and special guests and experts. So whether you are listening to this in the morning, afternoon, or while pulling an all-nighter, we hope you really enjoy this episode. I'm Margaret, and this is Exon.
I'm Alice, and this is Araya.
And welcome to Pulling an All-Nighter podcast.
Who are we, and how do we know each other?
I'm Margaret, and this is Exon.
I'm Alice, and this is Araya.
And we are sisters. I'm the older sister. I've just turned 40.
And I am 38 years old, about to be 39.
And between the two of us, we have 5 children.
Yes, so I've got 3 children. So I have Malachi, who is 5, Ezreal, who is 3, and Zariah, who is 4 months old.
And I've got 2 girls. I've got Exon, who is 9 months old and here with me today. And I've also got a little girl called Xavier, who is 4 years old.
Yes, she is.
Why did we even start this podcast?
So, we started this podcast because Margaret came to me and just said, let's start a podcast. And I was like, all right then. So the reason I agreed to join Margaret's podcast ultimately,
no,
which
it's
is
not
now
Margaret's
become
podcast,
ours,
it's our podcast.
The reason why I decided to join start our podcast with Margaret is because I have a son who has hearing loss. So he was born with bilateral hearing loss. So he has hearing loss in both his ears. So he now relies on hearing aids. And I just wanted to actually jump on the podcast just to kind of bring some awareness to it. Talk about our experiences, our journey, diagnosis, any other kind of hearing tests and stuff that we go on, and just how we're navigating having a child with hearing loss within a hearing family, ultimately. So I wanted to kind of build a community around that, talk to other parents, reach out and just start a bit of a community of parents who might have something similar with their child, or even if you have a child with additional needs, just a bit of a community feel that I wanted to kind of reach out to people and do. So that's what I joined. How about you?
So
Why did you start it?
I wanted to do the podcast because how often are you pregnant at the same time as your sister and then on maternity leave at the exact same time? Our babies are 6 months apart, and I thought that was really important to share the experience. And also, we are really different. So although we're sisters, we have very different personalities, but we share the same core values. And I just thought it would be really important for us to share our experiences, build a community, and get to know people out there.
Yeah. When we are not on maternity leave, we have our 9-to-5 jobs. So do you want to tell the people what you do?
Yes, so I'm in construction, anything new build, refurbishment, from concept all the way to handover and completion.
And I work within children's social care, so I work with young offenders known to the criminal justice system.
But we're not just really serious people, we have hobbies as well.
Yeah.
So what do you like?
I love a quiz show. I love quiz shows. I'm a bit of a geek. So I love to watch shows like Pointless and Richard Osman's House of Cards, and also The Wheel as well with Michael McIntyre. So I love a quiz show. I also really love reading. I used to read a lot before I became a parent. I used to do a lot of reading, loved my books, like a proper actual book, not a Kindle, not a podcast listening in my ears or anything. I love an actual book. So I love reading. Also was really into my fitness as well, trying to get back on that journey. It's a bit rickety, but trying to get back on that journey. And I love music as well. Music is my vibe. Any type of music, I'm into it. So that's what I do. How about you? What are you into?
I love travelling. So between my husband and I, we've been to over 40 locations around the world. We absolutely love travelling, and that's what we do. Also love to eat. So whenever I go to a restaurant, I always say to the person there, they're like, what do you want to eat? And I always say, I would like something that has a massive portion of food. And they're always like, are you sure you're going to finish it? Do you want me to leave your restaurant hungry? No. So yes, of course I'll finish it.
And you do not disappoint. You
demolish
it.
Demolish that, exactly. And also entrepreneurship. So I love starting new businesses, helping businesses set up, and finally family. Just love family, and being around people that I love.
Oh, look at the people want to know why we're calling it Pulling an All-Nighter.
There's a philosophical answer to this, which is that throughout life, we all have to pull an all-nighter at some point for whatever reason it is. Maybe you're studying for an exam, or you've got coursework to submit and you're staying up late.
Or you've got a presentation and you've got to pull together that PowerPoint. Or you've even been coming home from the club and you just need to get home.
Maybe you're a mum or a dad and you're feeding your baby through the night, or your baby just won't sleep. Or maybe you're with your puppy and they are a new puppy and you've just brought them home and you need to be on the sofa near them because they won't fall asleep. It is really, really difficult. But also, maybe something's keeping you up at night and you just need a bit of company and things are running through your head. But I also find that nighttime is really peaceful, and that's why we called it Pulling an All-Nighter. And in regards to what to expect, all of our podcasts mimic and replicate the school academic year and term times, of which there are 3. You have the autumn term, the spring term, and the summer term. Or in other words, you have April, which is end of year, you've got the summer holidays, and finally Christmas. And we really love having that structure. She loves it too, so you know what to expect. In addition to our term time structure, we will also be providing you with some additional content. So if we say this is an enrichment or after school episode,
think of that episode as when you're talking to your friend on the phone and it's about to get a bit deep. You don't want little ears to hear it, so you might start to whisper, or you might try sneak into the next room and just have a quick conversation and come back again. That's those conversations. So little ears, don't want them to hear it. Think of it like that.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then detention. So if we say this is a detention episode,
I say think of a detention episode as if you've dropped your kids at school, you're in the car on your own, you change the radio from teeny bops straight to that classic R&B, hip-hop, explicit content music. That is what our detention sessions are all about.
You don't want the kids around. What should you expect from each show?
Some product reviews, places to eat, current affairs and top news stories,
lifestyle tips and tricks, places to go on your own or with your partner or with the kids and the family, life milestones and that dreaded question. What? Oh, the monkey's on the car! Oh my gosh! Hello! Say hello, monkey. She's even yawning. Finally, thank you so much for staying with us for this bonus episode of Getting to Know Us on the Pulling an All-Nighter podcast. We are going to do a quick fire round so you can get to know us a bit better.
Cool. Are you ready?
Born ready.
Right. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Ketchup or brown sauce?
Brown sauce.
Jollof rice or rice and peas?
Jollof rice.
Tea or hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate.
Crisps or chocolate?
Crisps.
Home or away?
Home. I love being at home.
TV, radio or a book?
TV. Love watching TV.
Walk, run or a drive?
If you ever see me running, I am being chased. So, we're going for a drive.
Fair enough. When on holiday, are you going for a breakfast only, self-catering or all-inclusive?
All-inclusive, because I love a buffet.
Nice. Staycation or vacation?
Vacation.
And what radio stations do you listen to?
I think we listen to very similar radio stations.
Yeah.
Kiss, Choice.
Yeah, Capital Reloaded, Part 2000, yeah.
LBC.
Yes.
And I also love Radio 4 and Radio 4 Extra because they do a good drama.
And that's when it got weird. I don't listen to
Now you've got to know me a bit better. Now your turn. Cats or dogs?
dogs.
Ketchup or brown sauce?
Ketchup,
Jollof rice or rice and peas?
jollof rice, there is no contest.
Tea or hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate,
Crisps or chocolate?
chocolate.
Okay. Home or away?
Home.
Okay,
I
good.
want to be in my house.
You want to be in your house?
Yeah.
Okay. TV, radio or a book?
A book.
Okay. Can you give me one book that you would recommend?
Richard Osman's, what's it called? The murder, oh, I can't remember what it's called now.
Okay, the Richard Osman one.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put it in the chat. TV, radio or book? You said book. Walk, run or drive?
Walk.
Really?
I like walking. I really like walking. Oh, okay. Walk when I'm on my own and it's nice and leisurely.
Okay.
Not when you've got kids and you're trying to get them somewhere and you've got 50 scooters that you're trying to carry and all of that's a mess. But walk when I'm on my own. I love a walk.
All right. On holiday, would you do breakfast only, self-catering or all-inclusive?
All inclusive. I'm a buffet person with you.
Me too. Right, staycation or vacation?
Vacation because who's staying here?
Very true. And what radio stations do you listen to?
Same as you. Apart from that Radio 4 and 5 stuff because who's listening to that?
I do really love it. I recommend you try it.
Okay, you on your own.
Thank you so much for listening to this podcast and being with us and being part of our community. She's loving it as well. And we just want to really appreciate you and thank you for taking the time. And we will have lots of episodes out there for you to listen to and be part of our community.
Lovely. Ouch. You need to keep that in. That's a blooper.
And finally, thank you so much for staying with us.
Of course, that's what she wants now.
And finally, thank you so much for staying with us for the full episode of this bonus episode. No.
The episode.
On top of the episode, behind the episode. Okay. Ready?
Yeah. As far as like, get it right, Mum. What's wrong with you?
8, 10.
Literally. Fuck. Okay.
All right.
Ooh. Bum, 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 ba-dum, 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 dun, 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 dun.
All right, ready? Okay.
Who are we and how do we know each other?
I'm Margaret, and this is Exon.
I'm Alice. Forgot who I was.
Today she is.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Go on then.
All right.